Hi guys, it's Shamsa and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for crispy crunchy pakora. These are soft and fluffy from the inside and super crispy and crunchy from the outside. Let me run through what you need and then we'll start cooking. So the ingredients you're going to need are 2 mugs of gram flour, which is besan. Now each mug of mine equates to 250 grams, so that's 500 grams in total. I've got 150 grams of baby spinach here, which I've just chopped up roughly. And I've also got 2 medium potatoes, which I've peeled and sliced like that, like chips. And I've got 1 medium white onion, which I finely sliced. I've got 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt here. You can use natural if you wish. And the following spices: I have 1 teaspoon of salt, chili powder, coriander powder, garam masala, chili flakes and dried fenugreek leaves. I've got half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and I have 1 heaped tablespoon of cumin seeds and coriander seeds here. And I've just bashed them up coarsely in my pestle and mortar, and they look like this, so slightly broken but not fully sort of like broken down. We also need water to make our pakora batter, and we also need oil for when we come to fry the pakora. So let's start cooking. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add all our dry ingredients into our gram flour. So in with the spices and the cumin seeds and the coriander seeds as well. And you want to just mix everything so it's nicely combined. And then we're going to add the water in, and we're going to add enough water to be able to make sort of like a thick batter first of all. And just mix that really well. And you don't want it too runny, because if it ends up being too runny, the pakora won't hold their shape properly and they'll just keep going flat. So that is too thick, so I'm just going to add my yogurt into this now before I add the water. So straight in with this. And then just give everything a mix first of all. And now I'm going to add more water into this just to loosen it all up. And I'll show you the consistency you're looking for once I've done this. Just make sure you break down all of that batter nicely so there's no clumps. And that is basically what you're looking for. Thick enough to be holding its shape but also dropping off the spoon. A bit like cake batter, like that. And to this I'm going to add all of my other ingredients. So straight in with the onions. Just make sure you break the onions up so they all sort of like come apart. And then the potatoes, give everything a mix. And the reason why I'm mixing everything one by one after I add all the ingredients in is because it gets a little tricky to add and mix everything in together, and this works better. So that is nicely mixed. And now straight in with the spinach. You might have to do this in 2 goes. It's looking lovely already. There we are. Just add the remaining lot in. Just going to use my spatula just to get that off, and just go in with my spatula. I think it's a lot easier to mix with this than it is with that spoon. Just make sure all of those ingredients are really nicely combined together. And the reason why I've added yogurt into this pakora mix is because what the yogurt will do is it will help soften the pakora from inside. So it'll be nice and soft and fluffy from inside the pakora, and the outside will be nice and crisp and golden. And there you have it. That is really nicely combined. Just make sure you get that off like that. And now we are going to fry the pakora. So I'm just going to take my camera over to the other side and show you how to do that. Guys, just before I fry the pakora, I just wanted to mention, you can see that I haven't added a lot of gram flour into this, and that's because I don't like my pakora to be more gram flour than the actual ingredients itself. I actually prefer the ingredients to show through more. Now, if you wanted to put more gram flour in this, you could add another mug, which will give you a perfect quantity for the ingredients that we've got here. But again, like I said, this is how I prefer mine. If you want more gram flour in yours and you prefer it that way, then just add another mug and mix it through, and just add a little bit more water to give you that that extra sort of like gram floury sort of pakora mix. Right, okay, I have just put some oil into my wok here, and it's heating up, and my temperature on my hob is a 7, which is a medium heat setting. So I'm just going to take a tablespoonful of the mixture, and I'm just going to quite gently just sort of like pop that into my hot oil. And then we're going to fry these for about 6 minutes until they're really nice and crisp and golden brown, and then we'll take them out and pop them onto some kitchen paper and just let them drain and continue to fry the remaining amount. And just make sure you get a good distribution of the spinach, the potatoes and the onions when you're actually making your pakora, when you take that spoonful. There we are. And what you want to do, once you add them in, don't touch them for about 30 seconds and just let them sort of like hold their shape in that hot oil, and then we'll give them a move around. I know there was some that were added in at the very beginning, the first few, but I'm still going to wait for the rest of them to sort of like hold their shape. Otherwise what you'll have is you'll just end up having bits of onion and potatoes frying off on their own and not a pakora. So we can move these around now. So just gently, if they're stuck together, just gently sort of like move them around and slightly break them up, which they should sort of like break up easily. So I'm going to let them fry now, and I'll see you guys back when they're nice and golden and crispy in colour, which will take approximately 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes later, and these are looking perfect. So I am now going to take these out and just pop them onto some kitchen paper and let them drain, and just continue making the rest of the batch. So there you have it, guys, just so you can see, crispy on the outside and soft and fluffy on the inside. Perfect pakora every single time. Right guys, I have plated all of my pakora up, and just look at how beautiful they look, and just pop that down for a second. So this recipe's given me 48 pakora. Now this all depends on the size of the pakora that you make, but yeah, that's roughly the approximate amount you're gonna get. Let me try these now and tell you exactly how they are. They are so crispy, so crunchy. Wait for the crunch. Oh my god, it's so good. Perfect from inside, and now just to dip it into some sauce. That mint chutney, whoa. Look at that. Yummy. I bet you can hear this, but honest to God, it is totally worth it. They are so soft from the inside. All the spices are perfect and crispy and crunchy on the outside. Can it get any better than this? No, it can't. Guys, do try the recipe out. I am sure you're going to love this perfect snack for any time of the day. Right, I'm going to leave you with this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have found it useful, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't also forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to never ever miss a video. I'll be back again next week with another one. Till then, take care and happy eating.